Did you know that by the time a child turns 5, 90% of their brain is already developed? This study actually comes from the Harvard University. The early years of a child's life are the most critical for brain growth and learning. The CDC explains that the early years shape social, emotional, and educational success. The World Health Organization also states that early childhood development strongly influences the child's well-being, obesity rate, and their economic participation throughout their life. Today, I'm going to inform you about the importance of understanding child development during the early years. In my speech, I'm going to explain to you exactly what child development is, why the early years are so crucial, and how understanding development benefits us all. So, what is child development? Well, the CDC defines it as a progression. As the child develops, they will experience growth in lots of different areas, but mainly in language and thought. They will also undergo plenty of emotional changes. According to Very Well Mind, child development is the growth and learning from birth all the way through adolescence. This includes physical growth, emotional growth, cognitive growth, and also social development. Each stage builds onto the next, kind of like stacking blocks, one after the next. You can equate this to building a home. You wouldn't want to build a structure on top of a shaky foundation. And that's because our foundation is the very basis upon our future. In order to progress in a positive manner, our foundational needs must first be met. Understanding all of these stages will actually help parents and caregivers and teachers support the child in the very best way possible. So now that we know what child development is, let's talk about why the early years are so important. Harvard Center on the Developing Child reports that over 1 million new brain connections form every second during early childhood. Think about the complexity of that. 1 million new brain connections. Yes. And now think about your actions and how they influence a child, whether they're good or bad. In fact, the UNICEF organization also states that having plenty of playtime, healthy relationships with friends and family, and a balanced nutritional diet all help shape the development of children. Children who receive nurturing care and early learning also do better academically and emotionally later in life. So you may be wondering, how does knowing all this information actually help families and teachers, or even just society as a whole? Well, understanding child development helps create a stronger foundation for our future. The APA notes that knowing developmental stages actually helps adults provide proper discipline, support, and structure for the child all throughout their life. Teachers are able to create lessons that correspond with how children think and feel at the time, and over time, this will actually improve success in the classroom. Society benefits through early education programs by seeing reduced crime rates, higher levels of education reached by the children, and stronger economies altogether. So in conclusion, today I have talked about exactly what child development is, why the early years are so critical, and how understanding child development benefits everyone. So I want you to take a minute and think about what would happen if we invested in our children early learning. What would happen if we worked together to build foundationally strong children? The World Health Organization calls early learning development, and I quote, one of the most powerful equalizers in society. So friends, today I just want you to know that if we invest in learning, we can build a strong future for everyone involved. Thank you.